using tactics and strategies ahead of their time, Rome became one of the greatest empires in history. This success is largely due to the strategic skills of its generals, who were the driving force behind Rome's military achievements. These generals were responsible for expanding the Republic and the empire through war, significantly increasing the number of Roman provinces. In this video, we will explore the top 10 Roman generals and their remarkable accomplishments. Scipio Africanus, known as one of the greatest generals and strategists in history, played a crucial role in Rome's military success. He achieved numerous victories during the Second Punic War, 218-201 BC, with his most notable triumph being the Battle of Zama. Scipio marched his army to Zama, where the Carthaginian troops were camped, and despite being outnumbered, he employed clever strategies. He organized his soldiers in vertical columns with pathways between them, laid traps, and used trumpets to scare Hannibal's war elephants, causing chaos in the Carthaginian ranks. This victory led to Carthage's surrender and secured Rome's dominance in the Western Mediterranean, allowing it to begin annexing the Iberian Peninsula and forming alliances in North Africa. Gaius Marius is credited with several actions that significantly transformed Roman civilization from a republic to an empire. He allowed landless Romans to join the army, changing the law that previously required soldiers to own property. These men, known as Marius's mules, became the backbone of the Roman military. Marius also held the unprecedented position of consul 7 times, and his military brilliance was evident in campaigns against African and Germanic tribes. Notably, he defeated the Teutones near the Alps, where he ambushed and killed around 100,000 invaders, the Roman army, and became a key figure in Rome's victory in the Jugurthine War. He negotiated the capture of King Jugurtha, ending the conflict without bloodshed, and was praised in the Senate for his success. Sulla later fought alongside Marius against the invading Cimbri and Teutones. However, after becoming consul, he became the first Roman general to march on Rome, seizing power from Marius. Sulla's successful campaigns and subsequent dictatorship solidified his control over Rome, marking him as a significant figure in Roman history. Pompey the Great, coming from a wealthy provincial background, was one of the leading figures during the final decades of the Roman Republic and the most famous Roman general of his time. He first gained political prominence by raising troops to help Sulla liberate Rome from the Marians in 83 BC. Later, he eradicated the pirate threat to Rome's grain supply and formed the first triumvirate with Julius Caesar and Crassus. However, after the death of his wife Julia, Pompey's alliance with Caesar broke down, leading to a civil war in which Caesar emerged victorious. Pompey fled to Egypt, where he was assassinated. Julius Caesar is arguably the most famous Roman of all time. As a politician and general, he was effectively the first Roman emperor in all but name. His conquest of Gaul expanded Rome's territory to the English Channel and the Rhine River. He became the first Roman general to cross both these boundaries, building a bridge over the Rhine and leading the first invasion of Britain. His unmatched military power threatened the Senate, leading to a civil war in which Caesar emerged as a dictator. He initiated significant reforms, including revising the calendar and minting coins with his likeness. However, his assassination in 44 BC marked the end of the Roman Republic. Often regarded as one of the greatest Roman generals, Mark Antony began his career as an officer in Egypt under Julius Caesar, becoming one of his most trusted generals. After Caesar's assassination, Antony became one of Rome's leaders, with Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, as his main rival. The two, along with Lepidus, formed the Second Triumvirate, dividing the Roman Empire. Antony took control of the eastern half, but lost favor with Rome after taking Cleopatra as his lover. This led to a war with Octavian, resulting in Antony and Cleopatra's defeat and eventual suicide. A close friend of Octavian, later Augustus, Agrippa played a vital role in the rise of Rome's first emperor. He served as a cavalry officer under Caesar and demonstrated his military leadership in Macedonia. Agrippa was also a talented architect, responsible for many of Rome's aqueducts and public buildings. He commanded the Roman fleet and was instrumental in defending Rome against Sextus Pompey. Agrippa's civic duties were as notable as his military achievements, and Augustus praised his contributions to transforming Rome from a city of bricks into one of marble. Germanicus, a prominent member of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, was one of the most important generals of the early Roman Empire, particularly for his campaigns in Germania. Adopted by his paternal uncle Tiberius, the successor of Augustus, Germanicus suppressed a rebellion among his legions and avenged the Roman defeat at the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest. He also led a successful campaign against the Germanic tribes, showcasing his strategic prowess in the Battle of the Weser River. Agricola was the general responsible for the conquest of Britain, not just in part, but the entire island. He fought battles across the country, and as governor, established military and administrative control over the region, further solidifying Roman rule in Britain.